Roads with your hosts London Electricity and Chris Goss.
And we're welcoming a guest to the booth, Aisha Reddy, here to talk about her taxi service. How's things?
Oh, busy, Chris. Busy, busy, busy.
I'll bet. So a taxi service...
Boom! The marathon! Biggest, baddest street race we've ever done. So, are you in?
Ooh, a BMW 1M. Great car. Hang on, that's my BMW 1M. Seriously? Not funny. Who gave Stig the keys? I literally just cleaned it. Now it's going to smell of onions. Oda Stig. It's electronically restrained to 155 miles an hour, but it could definitely go quicker. 3-litre straight six, 335 horsepower, 2 turbos, as much sideways action as you like. That's the last time we leave Stig unattended. Am I the only one who remembers Budapest? Well, this isn't stressful to watch. Not at all. Does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. My 1M. Stig's way beyond that now. One of the best BMWs ever made, this. Born to be driven by me. Got to admit though, Stig does kind of suit it. Look at the smoke! Please leave me some tread for the drive home, Stiggy. Seriously, come on. Almost there now. Oh, what a shame. I was really getting into that. Just park it up now, Stig, and mind the curbs. Now, anyone else want to go? No? Don't say I didn't ask. Right. Back to the actual script now, if you don't mind. This is Top Gear's Tractor. It's a tractor, obviously, but with a 5.7-litre Chevy V8 making 500 horsepower. And here comes the Stig again. Farm Stig. Born in a barn, they say, weaned by pigs, can plough a field in under 6 seconds. There's a speed camera on the M68. Rumour has it only flashes above 87.2 miles an hour. Our tractor has been officially clocked at 87.2 miles an hour, making it the world's fastest tractor. But I reckon it'll go even faster. Stig. Those are 54-inch mud tyres, remember? They get a bit squishy through the corners. Nobody needs to get the harvest in that quickly. Right, here comes the speed camera. Hope they put some film in it. Wow! Have you ever seen anything like it? That's a new tractor speed record and some impressively fast farming. If you want to spread slurry in a hurry, you know what you need. Now though, it's time to hail a ride in something I called a cab earlier. Local company, Aisha's Taxis. Excellent service. Got me here in no time. Unsurprising, really. I mean, look at what turned up. Hands down the quickest cab I've ever been in. Which got me thinking, how fast could this thing actually go? So I had a word with Aisha. Asked if we could borrow her cab for a trip to the seaside. To Bamborough Beach, in fact, where we could stretch the taxi's legs a bit. Although, I might have forgotten to tell her who'd be driving. You've guessed it. The cabbie who'll always get you to your destination very early, but probably won't be anywhere near where you asked to go. Oh, I see. The Stig's warming up the tyres. A good old-fashioned rolling burnout. We ordered some spare rubber, right? Just goes to show you can slide almost anything if you know how. Even a taxi. Now that's what I call a cab. No clattery diesel engine here. This has a V12 with over 750 horsepower, plus bucket seats. Beaded bucket seats, presumably. From now on, I say all cabs should have wide bodies and flared arches. Think about it. More stability, more speed, more downforce, more room for your terrified passengers. Even has slick tyres for maximum grip on a bone-dry drag strip, so they should be interesting when we hit the beach. Good work from the Stig there. I'd say we're nicely warmed up for the next bit. So here we are then. In the old days, daredevils used smooth, sandy beaches like this to see how fast their cars could go. Many early land speed records were set on beaches. Miles of space, nothing to hit. Sounds easy, right? Oh, look at that! Laying some pretty squirmy tracks there, Stiggy. That's what happens with 750 horsepower on sand. But that's the challenge here. Go as fast as possible all the way to the top of the beach. The thing is, there's something I haven't told Stig. Speed record rules say you must do 2 runs, one in each direction, before the clock runs out. Which means, Stiggy, pulling off the world's swiftest U-turn, which of course is when the handbrake comes in handy. A 5-star ride from the Stig there. Mini This is Project EAT. That's EAT for E-Class All-Terrain. It's a modified Merc built by the Top Gear magazine team for finding bears in the woods. Not many bears around here, though. Mostly badgers. Still, there's definitely some terrain. Lots of it. All you need is a good sense of direction. Or not. Here's Stig again, looking lost. Terrified of maps, apparently. Inner compass points directly south. The EAT has a silky smooth V6 diesel. It'll do 155 miles an hour on the road, but where we're going, we won't need roads. First up, it's a trip to the top of Glen Rannoch, by any means necessary, and against the clock, naturally. But don't worry, it has knobbly tyres, and a roof rack for carrying extra knobbly tyres. Says you need an SUV to go off-road. The EAT has 4-wheel drive and air suspension to smooth out lumps and bumps and everyday obstacles. Ancient burial mounds, for example. Well, it is a Mercedes wagon, so it's tough. And if you really want to smash stuff up, there's even a pickaxe in the back. It also has 340 horsepower, more torque than a cruise ship, and gets to 60 miles an hour in just over 5 seconds. Time to head way over there, to the very top of Arthur's Seat. But first, what goes up must come down. That's some proper hang time. Actual air suspension. Home comforts, the EAT, charges for almost anything you can charge. Cozy ambient lighting, even a portable espresso machine. Everything the intrepid explorer could ever need. EAT has a silky smooth V6 diesel. It'll do 155 miles an hour on the road, but where we're going, we won't need roads. First up, it's a trip to the top of Glen Rannoch, by any means necessary, and against the clock, naturally. But don't worry, it has knobbly tyres, and a roof rack for carrying extra knobbly tyres. Well, it is a Mercedes wagon, so it's tough. And if you really want to smash stuff up, there's even a pickaxe in the back. Who says you need an SUV to go off-road? The EAT has four-wheel drive and air suspension to smooth out lumps and bumps and everyday obstacles. Ancient burial mounds, for example. Proper hang time, actual air suspension. It also has 340 horsepower, more torque than a cruise ship, and gets to 60 miles an hour in just over 5 seconds. head way over there, to the very top of Arthur's Seat. But first, what goes up must come down. Home comforts, the EA2 charges for almost anything you can charge. Cozy ambient lighting, even a portable espresso machine. Everything the intrepid explorer could ever need. All this adventure kit's had a tiny effect on the fuel efficiency. Good job the roof rack holds 2 cans of diesel, and there's another one in the back. Just don't confuse them with your drinking water. To the final stretch now, just a small matter of getting up Arthur's Seat. The clock's ticking, so better step on it, Stiggy. Go. The top of Arthur's Seat. No idea who Arthur is, by the way, or why his seat's so big. Nice view, though. Shame there's no time to stick around. Now, I said we'd be driving some British classics, and you don't get more British than a car built in Birmingham designed by a man from Greece. Anyway, here it is, an original Mini Cooper S, an icon of 60s engineering. It was designed for cities, but this is the wide-body one, so we're going to need a bit more room. And I know just the place. Ready, Stig? The Mini is cleverly packaged, capable of carrying 4 people and their luggage. Hand luggage, presumably. Cooper S was the car to beat on the famous Monte Carlo rally. It pretty much wiped the floor with the competition. The Cooper S was developed by a bloke called John Cooper, who also built F1 cars, so it had real racing pedigree. And it wasn't just Monte Carlo either. The British Saloon Car Championship, the Thousand Lakes Rally, even the Australian Touring Car Championship. Almost any time the Mini turned up, it won. And here we are! Told you it was spacious. We've got everything we need here. An airfield, the original rapid runabout, and the Stig. I'm looking forward to this. Look at that! Laying down some rubber there. Not that it has much to lay. After all, tiny wheels mean tiny tyres. Now that's just showing off. What is it with minis and shipping containers? They sold nearly 5.5 million minis, but only this one could fly, apparently. Good work. It might be mini on the outside, but it's maxi on the inside. Want to guess the world record for the most people crammed inside one? I'll tell you. It's 27. Gymnasts. No idea they all came out in one piece. This little Mini punches well above its weight. It's literally unstoppable. Forget rallying, this thing was made for demolition derbies. Short wheelbase, front wheel drive. It's really not an easy car to slide, this.